Hi guys, Lookfuck here and welcome to another FIFA 19 player review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 93 rated prime icon moment, Ruud Van Nistelrooy. He has got a fantastic looking card and he did cost me in the region of 10,000 coins to complete his loan SBC, and in the 4 games that I played him with he scored me 7 goals and got me 0 assists, and he does have a 3-star weak foot as well as 3-star skill moves. Moving along into his in-game stats, his main standout stats are going to be his 96 finishing, his 89 ball control, his 93 shot power, and finally his 96 reactions. And I did have the sniper chem star applied to this prime icon moment, Ruud Van Nistelrooy. This card overall on the face of it looks very good in game. There are a couple of stats which don't look necessarily that fantastic. For example, his agility and balance looks to be kind of worrying. His long shots aren't necessarily fantastic, but we'll touch on those a little bit later on. First of all, focusing on the pros too, and actually one thing to quickly talk about, obviously doing his own SBC, it cost me 10,000 coins. To do his full SBC from scratch, it will cost you in the region of 1.7 million coins. That is not taking into account what you will get in pack return. Obviously you can get some really good stuff, or you could get absolutely nothing, which is probably what's going to happen. But anyway, focusing on Van Nistelrooy and how he felt in game, I'm going to first of all touch on his pros. His first one is going to be his finishing. Fantastic, you know. I expected his finishing to be good, and it felt very good. And I think a lot of the Van Nistelrooy icon cards probably are very good when it comes to finishing, are probably the best part to him. Definitely his finishing was the favourite part that I had with this guy. 7 goals in 4 games was fantastic, obviously. 92 positioning, 96 finishing, 93 shot power, 82 long shots. Yeah, it's not the best, and I've got to be honest, guys, in-game his long shots didn't feel fantastic. Not terrible. I think he might have scored a few goals from outside the box, but they're not insane. He's definitely a much better player inside the box. 93 volleys, 87 penalties. With the sniper cam style, both his finishing, volleys, and penalties, penalties go to 99, and his positioning being nicely increased to 97, which felt very good. And obviously, 7 goals in 4 games was a very good return. The second pro is going to be his strength now, because in my opinion, I didn't think his pace was fantastic. I don't think it was bad at the same time, and I didn't think his dribbling was amazing either. You kind of have to rely on that physical being one of his best ways to kind of hold up the ball, hold up the player a little bit, or use it as being able to barge past players and, you know, keep the ball and shrug off players and stuff like that to be able to get into good opportunities. And Van Nistelrooy does that very well. He can definitely hold up the ball well. He can definitely use his strength to barge past players into those penalty boxes and stuff like that. The 88 strength is very nice. Combining that with the height of 6'2" is very good, so definitely strength being a second pro to this card. Now, there's no cons to him, there's no more pros either, but I do want to touch a little bit on his pace and dribbling. Now, his pace looks actually really decent, 87 acceleration and 90 sprint speed. However, personally, in-game, I didn't feel that to be fantastic. At the same time, he's definitely not slow, but I don't think he is as quick as what his card says to be at 89 pace overall. Doesn't feel like that in my opinion. I think he's got the same base pace as Crespo, and believe me, he's nowhere near matching Crespo in terms of pace overall. Again, that's not to say that he's a slow player, but at the same time, there were situations where I thought I would like him to be a little bit quicker and I just maybe have that bit of extra pace. Just didn't feel like he quite had that pace sometimes that he needed. Also, his agility and balance, again, didn't feel fantastic. Not to the point where he's unusable, far from that, but still not ideal if you're paying well over 1.5 million coins to SBC. I know for a fact if I was doing this SBC for over 1.5 million coins, I would definitely not want to have a striker that's got 75 balance and 76 agility. Now, of course, with the sniper counter that I applied to him, he does go to 86 agility and 80 balance, which is pretty decent, but I still thought at times he felt a little bit clumsy on the ball, a little bit sluggish, not quite as smooth as what I would have liked him to have been. Again, not to say he's an unusable player, just not ideal at times when it came to dribbling overall. Not enough to put it down as an overall concept. So overall, having to use him in game, I probably have to give him an 8 out of 10. I thought he felt pretty decent, but at the same time, I do look to myself and think, I personally, first of all, I don't have the coins going to go and do this full SBC, but if I did, I don't think I'd do him, and I think the reason is because I think there's better prime icon moments, SBCs, to be released over the coming days and weeks that I think are going to be better value and probably better cards than this Van Nistelrooy. Now, first of all, he got 7 goals in 4 games, which is great, but a few of those goals, to be fair, were literally open goal tap-ins. I think 3 or 4 of them were, to be honest. You know, he didn't really have to do that much work, but I still think he's a very decent card. But personally as well, with Team of the Season still coming around, Man of the Matches being released all the time and stuff like that, I think he's going to become one of the one of the pack, essentially, over the next few weeks and months. You know, he's going to be one of the pool of hundreds and hundreds of strikers that you can use. He's not going to be one of those standout players, and in my opinion, when you're paying maybe 1.5 million coins, you want that striker to be one of the best cards available in the game, and I've got to be honest, I don't think you're necessarily going to get that with Van Nistelrooy, especially as the next month or so does come around, where there's going to be a lot more better strikers that are going to be released, maybe even for a cheaper price in packs and stuff like that, that I think are going to be better personally than this Van Nistelrooy. But anyway, guys, that is going to finish off this player. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.